Okay, welcome back to the channel. Once again, it is Wolves 2 Liverpool 1. And before I even get into the game, let me start by saying that I'm beginning to feel like it's going to get to a point in this season where I'm just going to re-upload some of the videos that I've done for my match reaction previously. I'm just going to re-upload and change the title because it's the same old story. It keeps repeating itself. Because at the moment, Liverpool have conceded 7 goals in stoppage time. And we've lost games as a result of that, or drawn games and dropped points as a result of conceding last-minute goals. And it can never be a fluke. It can never be the fact that you're unlucky. I haven't heard the manager speak after the match in his post-match press conference, but I can bet you right now that the manager is in the press conference talking about the fact that Liverpool were unlucky. He's not going to mention anything about the fact that we wasted a whole 45 minutes, didn't create anything. We weren't urgent enough. We didn't play with any intensity in that first half. And in the second half, we started well, started creating some opportunities, not chances. We got into dangerous positions without necessarily really creating any threat. And then that went on for like maybe 20-25 minutes in the second half, and then we decided to throw the kitchen sink. We threw the kitchen sink. We played with a naive mentality. When you look at the first goal Wolves scored, for me, I just look at how Virgil van Dijk was just bodied off the ball by Alokodari. I mean, Van Dijk, you allow yourself to be bullied by Alokodari. You just get knocked off your pitch. The guy controls the ball, and there's tons of space for the goal scorer to attack. And you ask yourself, so whilst the ball was in the air, whilst Alokodari was bodying Virgil van Dijk, where were the Liverpool players who was tracking the run that was being made by the goal scorer? Because Liverpool players were all around him, but he was able to make the run, get into a position where nobody could ever track him down anymore, and receive the ball. So Liverpool players were still in their half expecting Van Dijk to win the ball and bring the ball back to them instead of them concentrating on defending. Now, let's even move away from that. We've conceded the first goal. We haven't played very well. But guess what happens? What happens is that Wolves gives Liverpool an opportunity to get a draw. Now listen, it wasn't an opportunity to win the game. It was an opportunity to get a draw because we were losing the game and we deserved to lose the game. Even though it was Wolves, I think their first shot in the game that got their first goal. So we were deservedly losing the game, because if you allow your opponent to score from their first shot, you don't deserve to win the game. I'm sorry. But for me, that is the case. So you get an opportunity to get back into the game, get a draw. For me, immediately that ball hit the back of the net from Mo Salah's left foot. Liverpool should have sat back, tried to defend the draw, and come back home with a 1 point. Because we didn't deserve to win the game. So if you've gotten the opportunity to get the draw, take the draw, be humble. Be humble. The only reason why we lost this game today is the lack of humility. It's because of arrogance. That is why we lost the game today, because we thought we were too good to take a draw. So then we end up with a loss. If you think you are too good for a draw, then you get what you deserve. You get a loss. When I compare this particular game with the period where Liverpool had a lot of draws, we were just drawing games left, right, center, up, down. We were drawing those games because we went into the games knowing that we were not good enough. We were humble. So we were humble enough to take a draw. Now we think we've won a couple of games in a row, so we are back to where we are supposed to be. So we don't have to take a draw in this game. We should have taken the draw. We should have taken the draw. From the point of view of the manager and from the players, I don't know. In this case, even if the manager tells you to go gung-ho, you should use your brains as players and try to defend the 1-1 draw, take the draw back home. We are going back there this weekend to play in the FA Cup. And the funny thing is that everybody is going to expect nothing from Liverpool in that game, but they'll go over there and get a win over the line in that game. That is what we've been seeing this season. When you expect Liverpool to win, they don't win. When you expect them not to do anything, then they pull out something. So it is arrogance that causes defeat. Conceding the way we conceded in that last minute, the manager making changes that destabilize the midfield, because today our midfield was completely empty for the last 20-25 minutes of the game. Our midfield was completely empty. There was absolutely no one in that midfield. Wolves were running through that midfield just like that, without any fear. They were just running through the midfield because they knew there was nobody there and nobody could touch them. They were untouchable. We just couldn't get anywhere close to them. So we should have been humble and taking the draw. Sometimes I give credit to Arteta for that, because even Arsenal, who are going for a league title, sometimes they realize they can't win the game. Declan Rice said it. If you can't win, don't lose it. But Liverpool behave so arrogantly that we think we are too good to take a draw. So we go gung-ho, we throw the kitchen sink, and we end up with nothing, and we come back home. So we got what we deserve. And for now, it is quite surprising that a team that is playing for something in this season goes away to a team that has nothing to play for except their pride, and they still can't match the intensity, the spirit, the fight, and the determination of a team that has already gone down in the league, who have nothing to play for. Liverpool need to play to finish in the top 4 or top 5, and they still couldn't bring out the energy, the passion, the determination not to lose the game. So that is why we lost the game. I've said my bit about the manager. I think he should have gone a long time ago. There is no need to come here and make noise about the fact that we need to sack the manager. He's not going to be sacked. It is almost clear to everybody that the manager is not going to be sacked at this point in time in the season. They will give him up to the end of the season, and then they will make the decision. The fact that he's in his second year of his contract, a 3-year contract, which means that at the end of the season, he will be having 1 more year on his contract. Now, that the fact that they haven't given him a new contract means that they are waiting to make a big decision. So they know that there is a big decision around the corner for them. And I think that will be at the end of the season. So I'm not going to even talk about the manager anymore. For me, acceptable season this season is going all the way in the Champions League to the semi-final or to the final, winning the FA Cup, and finishing in the top 4 or top 5. If we miss out on any of these, I think the manager should go. We will thank him a lot for winning us our 20th Premier League title last season. But for me, if he's not able to achieve these things that I've mentioned, finishing in the top 4, top 5, getting to the semi-final or final of the Champions League and winning the FA Cup, I think he should go. At the end of the season, I think if he doesn't achieve these things, he should go. And then we bring in a new person, because this is Liverpool. We can't accept. And the funny thing is that if it continues like this, if we keep having these performances, ups and downs till the end of the season, it is going to trickle down into next season, because we haven't bounced back. The truth of the matter is that Liverpool have never bounced back to any form of normality. And so going into next season, if this is how we are playing now, next season, the beginning at least, is not going to be any different. So that means that we are not going to challenge for anything next season. We may not finish in the top 4 again next season. So why keep the manager? Liverpool is not a team that can do 2 or more seasons without Champions League football. We need to be playing in the Champions League for the club's model of running itself to be sustainable. So that is that for today. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe. You don't have to subscribe, but if you like what you are seeing, subscribe. If you like the video, press the like button. You don't have to, but it's up to you. Do you like the video? If you like it, then what are you waiting for? Press the like button. Thank you for watching again. I'll see you next time.